So as you can see here, just in front of the sprayer here, we're kind of in a thinner spot. There's lots of variability in the fields this year because of cold spring and frost and trash, and things were a little dry there for a while. Lots of different things causing variability. So, you know, the point of running a program like this is so that we're not applying a costly chemical in an area like this that's a bit thinner and most likely not going to get a return on it, and just allocating our resources where we're going to most likely get a return and just lower our risks. Here we go. So we can see here as we get into the green, this is a heavier portion of the field, so we're applying the full rate here. And you know, the key to this is just trying to get the fungicide applied to the areas that need it the most and better allocate the cost of this resource that we're using. So you can see on the map here, this area is all green. We got 10 gallons an acre there showing on the rate, and in this field, this is the better part of the field. So as we drive along down this path, we'll see it start to change rates as we get into different areas and zones of the field. So the key to doing this type of prescription is we need a picture of the field. What's going on in the field this year, every year is a little different depending on moisture and crop and environmental conditions. We had some frosts early this spring, which caused some issues. So here we can see we're coming up to a ditch, and on the map here it's showing the yellow. Just had some recent rains here, so as we go through this, it's going to automatically shut the booms off. You can see there the booms are off as we go through that poor area, and then it turns it back on as we get back into a heavier area here. So this way we in the areas of the field that are poor, we're not applying fungicide where it's not needed, and just trying to lower our risk by being able to stretch our chemical dollars out and not be applying the chemical in the areas that aren't needed. So again, the screen here on the left hand side, there were some patches that weren't even lighter yet where it's just shutting the boom right off. And then here again, as we go through here, it's shutting the boom off through this ditch in that section, while it's still keeping it on in the center where there's still enough crop to warrant spraying. So this is important to getting out and ground truthing the map and seeing, just matching up the right areas. So here now we're coming up onto the hill. It might have froze a little bit more here. You can see the crop is quite a bit thinner, and we're just shutting the booms off totally through this area. We can see the ground. There's not as many leaves in this area. The canola isn't as thick or as tall, so obviously the risk for sclerotinia infecting the crop in this area is pretty low, and so the boom's just being shut off. And then as we get into other areas that are heavier again, as we can see off to the left here, it's a little bit better, and we can see the booms on that side, spraying our fungicide on, and on this side it's still off, where it's a bit lighter, and it'll come on here where it gets a bit heavier. So anyways, this is just an example of in the field running a prescription map. Once things are set up properly, very easy for the operator. He doesn't have to try and guess where he should be spraying or shouldn't, or shutting the booms off, and it's controlling the rate from it. And based on our experiences in this field and many of the other ones that we're doing for ourselves and other clients, it's lining up pretty good to what's going on in the field. All right.